Welcome to LOQation, Cabrini College's weekly news program. I'm Alexa Faragine.
And I'm Dominique DiNardo, and here's your news now.
Interested in living on campus next year? An email has been sent out to all current Cabrini students with information about how to register for housing. Students are now able to register for housing by completing a survey on Cabrini One. Be sure to check your email for your housing lottery number on Tuesday, March 10th. Bryn Mawr College is making big changes in admissions. After a Board of Trustees meeting on February 7th, the college has made the decision to accept undergraduate applicants from students who are transgender, non-binary, and gender non-conforming. According to MainlineMediaNews.com, the change will be announced on the college admissions website by April. Cabrini College Founders Day honors the birthday of the college's first president, Sister Ursula Infante. Events of the day centered around climate change and how it will impact our future. An evening event featured a preview of the Honors Convergence class, which is focusing on giving surplus food a second life. Calvin the Cavalier is Cabrini College's mascot, but do we really know who he is? LOQation got the chance to sit down with some of Calvin's friends who shared what Calvin means to them.
To me, Calvin is the heart and soul of Cabrini College. Seeing Calvin at all the games brings a bunch of school spirit and pride. Seeing the mascot go crazy when Jair dunks or when we win the CSAC game is something fun, and it brings a whole new atmosphere to the games.
The Cabrini mascot brings spirit to the games by cheering, clapping, dancing. He really makes the fans go absolutely wild.
He is kind of the foundation of what our athletics is about, what our school is about. Fighter, warrior, and strives to be the best.
For more information on Calvin or becoming Calvin, contact Orlin at ojj722@cabrini.edu. And that was your trip around the block. Let's check in with Howard Blake and Jason Williams to see what's new in sports.
All right, thanks, Alexa. Once again, my name is Howard Blake.
And I'm Jason Williams.
And in today's sports segment, we're actually going to recap All-Star Weekend. But before we get into that, Jason, I've heard a lot more about the women's basketball team. Seems like they're having a lot of success. What's new with them this week?
So as you may have heard, the women's basketball team, they're rolling. They're 22-3 overall and 16-0 in conference. On February 16th, they celebrated their senior night honoring senior forward Amber Keys, senior guard Megan Decker, and senior team manager Sequia Bailey. On the night, the team defeated Gwinnett Mercy 66-56. On the night, the star of the night was Christina Starter. She totaled 23 points and 5 rebounds in 28 minutes. So big ups to the women. They're number 22 in the nation now, and they're rolling into the playoffs.
Awesome. Well, good luck to them for the rest of the season. I mean, it looks like they should run away with the CSAC title since they're the favorites. So
Without a doubt, they should run away with it.
Like we've been waiting for once again, we had All-Star Weekend. We've seen it come and go. And in my opinion, it was definitely not a disappointment. It definitely lived up to the hype. Of course, my favorite event, the three-point contest. My guy won. Steph Curry, just like I predicted, and defeated your guy, Kyrie Irving, in the finals.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to bring this up. Yeah, like you said, Steph Curry defeated Kyrie Irving in the finals with a crazy score of 27. Steph Curry won 13 straight at one point. I mean, it's pretty tough to beat 27 points in a three-point contest. Kyrie Irving had 23 his first round, 17 his second round. You would think that's enough to win, but not when you're going up against Steph Curry.
Yeah, definitely, and not a disappointing effort by Kyrie by any means. He definitely showed up and did his thing that night. But, of course, another big event was the dunk contest. Zach LaVine is like the human pogo stick right now. It just jumps out the building. What did you think about him?
Zach LaVine was a monster in the dunk contest, doing a couple dunks that we haven't seen yet. And that's all it is, the dunk contest now. I mean, we've seen most of the dunks that's going to be done, but bringing something new, bringing new flavor to the dunk contest, it was great to see. Great show.
Definitely. And then, of course, on Sunday, to wrap it all up, we had the NBA All-Star Game. The West won 163-158, and Russell Westbrook led all scorers with 41 points, an amazing outing for him.
Yeah, it was 1 point shy of the record by Wilt Chamberlain, who has 42 points in the All-Star Game, but Russell put on the show, like you said.
All right, well, that's it for this week's sports news. Let's send it back to Dominique at the news desk.
Students graduating from college often believe that they have all the skills employers are looking for, but many employers would disagree. There is a perception gap in what students think they need to be successful and what employers are actually looking for. LOQation got the chance to find out what students can do to decrease this gap.
I think that there's a disconnect between what students think they need to know in order to be successful when they graduate and what employers think students need to know. Our office is kind of a conduit of information, so we try to talk to employers and talk to students to kind of relay information back and forth from each party. But sometimes the message gets misconstrued, sometimes the students don't hear the message, and we really rely on faculty and staff on campus to help us get that message across too. And so we're just kind of one cog in the larger clock of getting students to graduation and into their employer.
I think students need to start thinking about their holistic career development, frankly, before they even set foot on a college campus, whether it's Cabrini or any other institution. Start conversations with families about their skill sets, what they're good at, what their strengths are, what's going to make them successful, and move forward on that when they come to Cabrini or whatever college they go to. Be involved, assume leadership roles and roles of responsibility, get internships, get out in the real world and get real world experience to help develop those analytical, critical thinking skills.
Students these days are very technology driven. They're more so focused on technology instead of learning what their skills should be. Does it scare me? A little bit, but I'm willing to go above and beyond to try and push past that.
A lot of the students that I'm personally friends with aren't as involved as other students, and I feel like the reason I'm so prepared for the real world is because of all the activities I've been involved in, and it makes me more prepared to be professional in a way.
Students sometimes hear what they want to hear, not what they need to hear, and so sometimes I think we have a lot of information and a lot of resources for students within our office, but also across campus. A lot of offices want students to be successful, but sometimes students aren't ready to be successful until they're ready, and sometimes that's after they graduate, sometimes that's not until senior year, sometimes that's freshman year students. We have a lot of go-getters that come through our office. So I think it just depends on the college working to find out what each student's readiness period is, if you will, and then working with them at that point.
The Lead Strong program and the activities that I've done during that have prepared me a lot with the resume building and interviews and all of the other things that they do.
I can honestly say almost every department has something for somebody here that will help them be prepared for life, whether it's only in life or only in career or a mix of both.
Religious intolerance seemed to be a pressing issue around the globe this week, after ISIS posted a video showing the beheadings of 21 Coptic Christians. Egypt launched airstrikes. The 5-minute video is being considered barbaric. According to BBC News, the 21 victims were thought to be Egyptians kidnapped in Libya. Cairo released a statement saying, quote, "Let those far and near know that Egyptians have a shield against them." After 2 deadly attacks in Copenhagen, police think they have killed the supposed suspect. According to BBC News, a film director was shot and killed in a coffee shop during a debate about free speech in the first attack. In the second, a Jewish man was shot outside of a synagogue. The Prime Minister of Denmark called the shooting a cynical act of terror against Denmark. After 300 Jewish gravestones in France were vandalized with swastikas and Nazi slogans this week, 5 teens have been taken in for questioning. The teens are being held in custody so that officials can truly understand their motives. According to NBC News, the teens can face up to 7 years in prison. Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, released an important message about children and their mental health. In alliance with Place to Be, the Duchess is making sure children are getting the support they deserve. Although 7 months pregnant, Kate Middleton is keeping a full calendar of events before her maternity leave. And those were this week's big issues. Let's check in with Morgan Williams for your entertainment update.
Beautiful actress Selena Gomez goes topless in the new issue of V magazines. She's definitely had a great body, and who wouldn't enjoy this picture of Selena? In this issue, she speaks of her past relationships and that she's definitely not rushing into any new relationships anytime soon. She said that she's not focused on the negativity. She's going to do what she wants because she feels as though it isn't wrong. She takes criticism like a pro, and in that field of work, you have to. Selena, you are definitely a strong woman to me, and I'm a strong fan of your work. So let's talk about the most recent Twitter beef, which you all should know by now is between Amber Rose and Khloe Kardashian. Okay, so Amber Rose spoke to Power 105.1 about Khloe Kardashian's younger sister, Kylie Jenner, and her alleged boyfriend, rapper Tyga. Amber Rose stated that Kylie is too young and she needs to go to bed at 7. Khloe responded on Twitter, reminding social media that Rose came from a stripper background. They proceeded to go back and forth on Twitter, exposing each other and their families of their past promiscuous behaviors. So, rumors is that rapper Tyga left his wife Blac Chyna for Kylie Jenner. Blac Chyna is close friends with Amber Rose, so you can understand why there's some fire between the two. Amber Rose is more defending Blac Chyna, and Khloe is, of course, defending her younger sister Kylie. What a battle. Rapper Tyga defends himself and his not girlfriend Kylie. He states that he did not leave his former wife for the 17-year-old Kylie Jenner. They split because of their own issues, and the media did not even notice about the friendship between him and the Kardashians until he separated from his wife. He says that Kylie is a beautiful young woman whose maturity is different from a lot of other people. Do you agree? Does age not matter anymore in relationships? What do you think about this topic? Tweet us at LOQation News to tell us more of your opinions. We want to know. Well, that was your entertainment update. Now let's head over to the news desk.
I mean, regardless of even if she's dating Tyga or not, I really don't think she's old enough to even be thinking about dating him. She's only 17.
Yeah, that's the controversy that's going on right now.
Yeah, my mom would never let me date someone that was that much older than me.
Yeah.
Never. But that's all we have for you this week on LOQation News. Be sure to stay up to date with us on social media. Simply search LOQation News.
Now let's see what's coming up next week on LOQation News. Have a great week, Cabrini.
Next time on LOQation News.
We cover the Cabrini lacrosse team's home opener and how they're prepping for the season.
Then we see what Cabrini is doing for Black History Month.
Followed by the coverage on King of Prussia's Restaurant Week.
And then we cover the Child Health Symposium.